Justice S.N. Dhingra, former Delhi High Court judge, joining us on the telecast. Thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. My first question to you is, what do you make of this entire inquiry report made by the Delhi High Court's Chief Justice?
See, I think the first thing which should have been done by Chief Justice was to make an order of preserving the incident place, sealing it, getting it sealed by the police, and thereafter he should have proceeded with all other things, whether in seeking permission from the Chief Justice for registration of FIR, whether investigation was to be done by police or not, whether an inquiry was to be done or not. Once you leave the entire premises to open to the person, the obvious has happened. On 15th, everything was removed, and nobody knows how many more incriminating things would have been recovered from the rest of the house and rest of the place, because you had given sufficient time to the person involved to remove the evidence, to destroy the evidence, and to do this. Holding an inquiry is all right. You see, the act which gives protection to the judges gives protection only in respect of official work done. In say passing of order, something you see somebody makes complaint that the order has been passed after taking bribe, passing of judgments. See, the judge is protected for his official acts. He is not protected for non-official acts. If a judge commits murder, which law protects him? Only thing is you have to seek permission from the High Court Chief Justice or from the peers, so that you see an FIR can be registered and proceeding can be done. No law protects a judge from criminal acts. And if taking bribe, stacking money in one of the room to such an extent, and then removing evidence, etc., is not a normal official act. Inquiry has been ordered. Inquiry will, you see, take time. I think inquiry judges should associate with them an expert criminal investigating officer, and they should proceed with the inquiry. But the enough time has been given to the person involved to remove evidence, to play with the evidence, to do the things which he wanted to do. He may say that I was in Bhopal. He may say I was not knowing. He can say anything. The entire bungalow is allotted to the High Court judge, including servants' quarter, including storeroom, including garage. And there is always a security guard outside the gate who does not allow anyone else except with the permission of the householder. So saying that conspiracy has been there, somebody came, I do not know, PWD people also must have come. This is what a normal accused says, that you see, I am not involved. Conspiracy is there. So this is what you expect from any such a person. I think the first step should have been registration of FIR, because it was not an official act, and thereafter telling the police to proceed with the investigation, to do more, search the premises for more evidence. It is not that money was only in one room, it might have been in many rooms. How do you know? And not only money, there have been much more things. Might have been there, have been gold, other precious items. How do you know? So that is what I feel.
Looking into the unprecedented nature of this case, what are the options in front of us?
You see, the Constitution does not allow removal of High Court judge, but Constitution does allow starting of criminal case against anyone except, you see, three the high dignitaries, the governors, President of India, and there's some persons mentioned in the Constitution. But that is, criminal case cannot start. But criminal case can start against High Court judge. It was started against Shamit Mukherjee, who was judge of the High Court. FIR was registered. He later resigned. It was, you see, Nirmala Yadav also, a criminal case was registered. She was also High Court judge. And the recovery there, it was not a recovery. A Munshi of advocate had gone to deliver 15 lakh rupees instead of Nirmala Yadav at the house of Nirmal Kaur, who was also judge of Punjab Haryana High Court. And that is how it came to light that she was taking bribe. So FIR can be registered. And if the judge doesn't resign, he can be removed by the parliament. But the next step is he should be treated like an ordinary criminal, not different from any other person.
And in terms of action, what are the actions that needs to be taken so that the reputation of judiciary is not affected?
See, I think unnecessarily all media and channels are saying that if reputation of judiciary has been first time damaged by this act, the reputation of judiciary is already down. You go to talk to common man, talk to the advocates practicing in High Court, Supreme Court, and district courts. They will tell you how low is the reputation of judiciary. This case is only tip of iceberg. You see, in judiciary, corruption is like in any other department. DDA, MCD, police, judiciary is now equally corrupt. So you cannot say that this case has damaged the reputation of judiciary. This has only brought to light the extent to which corruption goes in judiciary. That room full of currency notes can be there in the house of a judge.
And what testimonies or probe will be crucial to the case now?
You see, I think the testimony of recovery of these burnt notes, I don't know whether unburnt notes have also been recovered or not. The video shows only burnt notes. He will have to explain. His explanation is, I don't know. So this is what, you see, his stand would be throughout. But obviously, this is what, as I told you, any other criminal does. I don't know who planted this, who did this. So you see, Section 106 of Evidence Act says, if something is recovered in your premises, you have to explain how this came there, how this money was lying in your house.
And we're trying our best not to do a media trial in this case. What do you think should be done so that a fair chance is given to Justice Yashwant Verma and a fair probe is conducted in this case?
I think it is much more than fair. His premises was not sealed. No search of the premises was done, which is done in almost in any other case. Instead of lodging an FIR right away, a committee of judges has been constituted, asking him to explain his conduct, how this money came there, how much more fairness you expect that after the committee comes to conclusion that there was no genuine explanation, the committee will take a decision, and I hope the committee will take a decision that FIR should be recorded. And the person should be, you see, impeachment proceedings should be initiated. I don't think there can be, any question of fairness, because he is being given full chance to come forward with the explanation.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the telecast and sharing those insights. Meanwhile, I'm also being joined by Dr. Swati Jindal,